The Gormiti, the invincible lords of nature.
On Gorm, victory over evil is now an ancient memory. The old friendships are now broken. Who once fought for the good, now makes alliances with the dark powers. Elias and the tribe of the air have betrayed, and the balance of strength between good and evil is now reversed. Thanks to this new alliance, evil can attack undisturbed from the skies. New and more powerful creatures attack the lands of the good tribes. The power of the volcano united with the agility of the Lord of the Air make an army without rivals. The final attack to the Silent Forest is the last act of conquest before the definitive victory. Carapax, Barbatos and Colossus don't know how to face the enemy anymore. Good is succumbing. Prostrated by the battles and conscience of the imminent end, the three lords of Gorm reunited at the center of the Silent Forest, next to the sacred altar of life. Without uttering a single word, Carapax, Barbatos and Colossus embraced each other in a long goodbye hug. The desperation for the fate of the people of Gorm, the failing of their mission and the awareness of their destiny had signed the hearts of the valorous warriors. From those who were once proud and noble eyes, tears of desperation dropped. But something unexpected and miraculous was about to happen. Light like hope, light like love, light like peace. Reign of Gorm. New heroes are born in. A new force will be at the service of peace and love. It will relight the hope of the triumph of the good. The love of powerful champions and the magic of the Eye of Life have called on Gorm the power of Supreme Luminous, Lord of the Light and ruler of the mystic region of the White Light. Mighty Trunk, Lord of the Forest. Noble Mantis, Lord of the Sea. Ancient Thork, Lord of the Earth. But on Gorm, every flash of light is obscured by a shadow of darkness. From the lava, a terrible and frightening image risen. It was Magar! The powerful sorcerer appeared for the first time to his subjects, and thanks to his maleficent and legendary powers, he awakened new and terrible warriors. Armageddon, Lord of the Volcano. Devil Phoenix, Lord of the Skies. And for last, with his fearful magic, he called on Gorm an ancient prince of evil. Through ultra-dimensional door, called from the region of obscure horizon, Magar invokes Obscurio, fearsome Lord of the Darkness. New tribes walk across Gorm. New lords guide them. Only thing never changes. It's always battle.
I have always been the strongest and mighty trunk. I can defeat you and eat your Thork with just one hand.
Burn, mighty trunk!
I don't have to get hit. Armageddon's lava flow is deadly.
Charger!
His blow of battering ram always hurts.
Yeah, did The hardest and toughest things I ever hit!
Disruptive club! Retreat, Armageddon. You can't win against us. Return to where you came from. Gorm will never fall into the hands of evil, as long as we are there to watch over her.
I will have to use all the power of the earth to defeat him! Eat this!
To beat me, you should call your friend Noble Mantis, if he hasn't already fallen under the attacks of Devil of Phoenix.
Where is he? This time he won't escape. Noble Mantis is an opponent to be feared, but I'm the Lord of the Air. Nothing can stop me. Oh!
Devil Phoenix! You didn't expect this, didn't you?
You're mine! Where did that sort of sardine hide?
Give up! Barrier of water!
Glows of energy!
How many times do we need to fight before you and Armageddon understand that good tribes will never give up? Gorm needs the peace and harmony of all its tribes. This war has been going on for too much time.
You're becoming boring, Noble Mantis. The answer is still the same.
Magor, you call me?
Armageddon and Devil Phoenix are powerful lords. The tribes of lava and the air are precious allies of the evil, but the battle against their enemies have been going on for too much time. These terrible skirmishes will never make me conquer Gorm. It is now time to get supreme power. The power to give life to new armies for our side. The Eye of Life shall be mine. With that, nothing can stop me from becoming the absolute lord of the island. Obscurio, I entrust you with this vital mission. Go to the caves of Roscava, take the Eye of Life, and bring it to me. I have chosen you, terrible Lord of Darkness. You are more powerful than any Gormiti, and this power will allow you to resist life energy of the Eye without being destroyed. Now go, and let Gorm's fate be fulfilled.
It will be done.
It is now time to get supreme power. The Eye of Life shall be mine.
Obscurio, finally we meet again. I know why you're here. Magor has decided to make the final attack for the conquest of the Eye of Life, but I'm here to stop it. Rethink about this, and let's avoid a fight which could destroy Gorm.
No, I came here to fulfill my mission, but now I have the chance to have my revenge. The last fight you defeated me, and that is a shame that I need to wash.
The power of the light and good, power that comes from the region of the white light, is absolute and invincible. Something you experienced firsthand. Don't unleash something that could destroy you.
Today, I've become more powerful than you could possibly imagine, and I won't make the same errors of the past. Black Fortis!
Blow of light! Supernova!
Blocked. Ultra Dimension!
Damn it!
Take that! Now we're even. Destroy a storm!
Sword of Fire! Yes!
I've used one of my strongest attacks, but it seemed like it didn't even hurt my opponent. He really seems invincible. Must recover my strength to get back to the fight, or it will be my end.
Obscurio is retreating. His power really grew. This attack almost destroyed me. If he didn't retreat, he may have even won. Soon he'll return. The battle is not won. The Eye of Life is still in danger. The power of light won't be enough to defend it.
Curse you, Supreme Luminous, Obscurio, I relied on you. I was sure about the success of your mission. But not everything is lost yet. The Eye of Life must be mine at all costs. That is why I decided to deploy the most powerful army that Gorm has ever seen. I recall every warrior of the darkness, the air and the volcano, guide those legions towards the Gorge of Despair. Defeat Supreme Luminous and anyone who dares to stand in your way, so that no one will be able to stop our plan.
This time, I won't fail.
Call to yourself, breath of the forest, and concentrate on your mission, mighty trunk. May the spirit's energy give you power.
Thank you, Barbados. Your wisdom will help us to defeat our enemies.
Noble Mantis, the battle has exhausted you. Yes, it was a no-holds-barred battle, but something weird happened. Despite no one was prevailing on the other, suddenly, Devil Phoenix left the battlefield. It's not like him. Something is not right.
They are retreating! Our enemies are leaving our lands! I saw them cross the Rift of Gorm! The defeat of Armageddon and Devil Phoenix has thrown panic among their ranks.
Ancient Org, you are mistaken. They are not retreating. Maybe the true battle begins now. The armies of Magor are gathering to head to the cave of Roskamar to conquer the Eye of Life. We must stop them. There's no time to waste. Let's unite our tribes and head to the Gorge of Despair. There we will defeat the hordes of Obscurio.
The Gorge of Despair. This is the stage where the last act of this epic battle between the most powerful beings who ever inhabited in the island will be played. The armies for days have been preparing for the fight, trembling and waiting, eager to settle the accounts with their eternal enemies. New mysterious and gigantic beings have appeared on the islands of Gorm. Good and evil, light and darkness, the fight is renewed in unprecedented battle. The crackle of battle has left Gorm. In its place, an unsettling silence reigns, full of weight and tension, the calm before the storm. The day has arrived. It's the time of battle.
We have reached the end. You wanted to come this far, and now you'll pay for your actions.
That is why I'm here.
Ah!